Hey there, once again, sorry about how late this video has come out. Apparently Colorado would rather play Avalanche games on the TV than Blackhawks games. I know, right? Just weird. But anyhow, I did get to see some really cool sight lines, some great scenery, things that looked much nicer than the result of this game. Yeah.
Woohoo! We are in a snow week. Yeah. Can't get any better.
Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 47 in the books, and the Hawks drop another game, this one to the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score of 2-0. Another home loss, and it comes in a time where everyone else in the Central Division is winning their games. Both the Wild and Avalanche win on this night. Central Division, please stop it. This is just so annoying. It really is. Unfortunately for the Hawks, they play pretty darn good in this game, and they play well enough you think they should at least get a point. You hold the best team, or one of the best teams in the league, the Tampa Bay Lightning, to 2 goals, and you outshoot them 40-31 in this game. You got to come away with a point. It just makes sense that that's the result that happens, but no, it does not. The Lightning pick up 2 points, the Hawks pick up 0 points, and just depressing. The main reason the Hawks don't get 2 points or just a single point in this game is because they go 0 for 6 on the power play. And not only that, they end up giving up a shorthanded goal as well. So they go -1 for 6. That is absolutely atrocious, absolutely unacceptable. You got to think something's got to change coaching-wise. Dineen, I'm sorry, but this power play, 29th in the league, this just is not acceptable. You got to find something better. Somebody has to find a better way to play the power play than this team is playing. And it's much easier to do that with removing a coach than removing players. And I'm not one to really go on about firing coaches and drastic decisions. Like, some people think that Coach Q should be on the hot seat. I don't really see that. I think he's fine where he is. I think firing Coach Q would be a huge mistake, honestly. But Dineen, sorry, but I think you're the one that should be really on the hot seat. So yeah, Chris Kunitz gets a shorthanded goal in the second period, bouncing it off glass and into the back of the net. Glass kind of lollygagged back to the net, in my opinion there. I was not too happy about that. I mean, shorthanded goal aside, just the effort didn't seem like it was there. But yeah, you hold the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the best teams in the league, to 0 even strength goals through 2 periods. In fact, you hold them to getting only 1 goal, and that comes on a shorthanded chance. And it doesn't even come from Stamkos or Kucherov. Like, how else would you want the Blackhawks to play that? They played very well in this game. 1.5 minutes left in the game. Tampa Bay would extend their lead to 2 goals from a slap shot from Gord off some great forechecking by the Lightning, and it just blows it by glass. 2-0, and Lightning would hang on. Just Hawks 40 shots, and all of them saved by Vasilevsky. If the season were to end after this game, which I'm glad it doesn't, because it would mean the Hawks aren't in the playoffs, but let's say it does end after this game, Vasilevsky, he would get my vote for Vezina. He's been the best goaltender so far this season, and he was absolutely fantastic in this game. Just a wasted effort from the Hawks. They played well enough to get a point, and they just could not get it done. Now, Forsling got sent down to Rockford to make room for Anisimov coming off of IR. He's been on IR for a while now. It's good to finally have him back. Forsling had an atrocious game against the Islanders, probably his worst game of his career. And it's unfortunate because he's got a lot of great potential. He's played some really, really good hockey. But I think it's a little bit about sending a message that we just cannot afford to have these types of performances during the rest of the season. We just don't have the room in the standings to do so. And hopefully him getting sent down to Rockford is going to be similar for him as it is hopefully for Hayden. Just kind of get your game back together, work on some things before getting the call back up to the big leagues. Speaking of guys coming back from injury, we're still not sure what the deal is with Crawford, how long he will still be out. And we saw in this game how a great goaltender can steal a game for you and prevent the other team from even getting a single point. Vasilevsky just playing outstanding in this game. It would have been fun to see Crawford and Vasilevsky dueling in this game. Two guys that before Crawford's injury, they were both neck to neck in Vezina candidacy, but it's just an unfortunate situation for the Hawks right now because they just don't have a goaltender that can do that. So good news for the Hawks is that last season the Preds were pretty much in the same position as the Hawks are now in the standings relative to the Central Division. But bad news would be that the Central Division just is unreal this year. Just so much more stacked. It's going to be hard if the Hawks really are going to make a playoff push, and it seems as these games go on that it's more and more of a long shot. But if they do, they just got to find a way to get on a streak and do something similar to what the Preds did last year. I'd love to hear what your confidence level is about such a thing happening for the Hawks this year. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. Once again, I profusely apologize for how late this video is getting up. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the team's performance down in the comments section below. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it if you do. But most importantly, as always, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.